if I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you know, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want 200 million for Benavidez, and he want 150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him.
Maybe someone's reacted to that news. I don't know. Or maybe it just fell through. No. But it sounds to me that the move to fight Jake Paul has just maybe derailed the other fight. But I don't blame Canelo Alvarez, because financially, the bigger fight is Canelo-Jake Paul. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because in that fight, you got two big stars. Yeah. You know, in the other fight, you got two great fighters and one big star.
Terence Crawford is upset with Canelo Alvarez for reportedly canceling their highly anticipated fight. At first, it seemed like the fight was set to happen in Nevada this fall, as reported by Ring magazine. However, new reports say the deal has fallen apart because both sides couldn't agree on the terms. Ring magazine tweeted that the fight is now canceled. In a surprising twist, YouTuber-turned-boxer Jake Paul is being criticized for the fight falling through. A user on X, Peep Games, tweeted, "It's official. Saul Canelo Alvarez avoided fighting the #1 pound-for-pound boxer." Terence Bud Crawford has called Canelo Alvarez the biggest coward in boxing history, accusing him of avoiding their fight. Many fans believe Canelo's rumored tune-up match against a social media star played a key role in canceling the bout. Meanwhile, Turki Alashik, the financial backer behind the fight, has openly criticized Jake Paul's involvement in boxing, arguing that YouTubers entering the sport are damaging its integrity.
And Terence Crawford, who should be a big star, but the reality is isn't. He's just an unbelievable fighter. So listen, everything can change overnight, as you saw.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
don't rule out Canelo Crawford, but as I'm hearing, Canelo-Jake Paul is done, and I get it. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Mad old game. Eddie, always a pleasure, mate. Really appreciate the time.
Listen, buck up your ideas.
Some believe Canelo Alvarez considering a fight with Jake Paul played a big role in stopping negotiations for the highly anticipated super middleweight clash. Fans wanted Canelo to face IBF champion William Skull to regain his undisputed status, which would have set up a historic battle between two future Hall of Famers for all four belts. Instead, the idea of fighting someone whose last big win was against a 58-year-old Mike Tyson has left many disappointed. Canelo Lesnar tweeted on X, saying the real reason behind the fight's collapse is still unclear. The Canelo vs. Crawford fight was canceled, and some insiders believe a simple response may have sparked the dispute. After Crawford's harsh comments about Teofimo Lopez, Canelo reportedly wanted Lopez to fight Crawford first before facing him. Meanwhile, Crawford, far from being a former Disney star, recently defeated Israel Madrimov in a stadium fight. While the internet is buzzing about a possible Canelo vs. Jake Paul showdown, there is no real evidence that negotiations ever took place. World Boxing News had avoided the rumors, but things changed when the planned fight venue moved from T-Mobile Arena to the Raiders Stadium, proving that in today's boxing world, anything is possible. The chances of a four-division champion like Canelo Alvarez, who holds the WBO, WBA, and WBC titles, fighting Jake Paul at this stage of his career are almost zero. What would Canelo even gain from such a fight? And would it attract a big crowd in Las Vegas, a city known for hosting the highest level of boxing? Probably not. However, in today's digital era, even entertaining the idea of a fight can have real consequences, often in a negative way. Fans are left frustrated and disappointed after rumors of a highly anticipated super fight between Canelo and Crawford were shut down. Fans were excited about the fight, but the latest news has sparked backlash from the boxing community. Many are upset about how the situation was handled, with one fan criticizing the sport for often announcing fights before contracts are even signed, calling it a joke. This reflects a growing frustration among boxing fans who are tired of false promises and fights that never happen. Another fan expressed their disappointment, saying the hype only led to heartbreak, leaving many feeling let down once again. The frustration is understandable since it's rare to see undisputed champions from different weight classes face off. The excitement of witnessing history quickly turned into disappointment. Some fans noted the overwhelming support for Terence Crawford in hypothetical matchups, with many believing he could have seriously challenged Canelo. Crawford recently solidified his pound-for-pound status with dominant victories, making the canceled fight even more frustrating. Others speculated that contract issues may have played a role in derailing the bout, with one fan suggesting that rumors about Canelo's demands might have been a factor. Some fans believed the cancellation might actually be a blessing for Crawford, especially after noticing fine print in the contract, which stated that the winner would have to face David Benavidez, the aggressive super middleweight contender. A mandatory fight with Benavidez could have posed serious risks for either fighter, adding more complications to the deal. One fan argued that Crawford dodged a bullet by avoiding the Canelo fight, saying Crawford couldn't make the 168-pound weight and that taking the fight just for the payday would have hurt his legacy. While Crawford is undoubtedly a generational talent, the decision to avoid the fight could have been wise in the long run. Moving up to 168 pounds to face a seasoned super middleweight like Canelo would have been a huge challenge for Crawford. Many fans believed the risk wasn't worth the reward, and that staying in his natural weight class would help preserve his legacy. This isn't the news boxing fans were hoping for, especially after such a long wait. For a brief moment, it seemed like the much-anticipated fight was finally going to happen. Reports had suggested that negotiations for the Canelo versus Crawford mega fight were making real progress. But now it looks like the historic showdown between these two pound-for-pound legends may not happen after all. The exact reasons for the cancellation remain unclear, but it's clear the situation has left fans disappointed. The weight difference between Crawford and Alvarez had been a major concern, with many experts and former champions questioning Crawford's decision to move up 2 weight classes. Then, David Benavidez entered the picture. In an interview with Ariel Helwani, Benavidez, who recently won a title eliminator against Morrell, expressed his preference for Dimitri Bivol. Benavidez believes that if Bivol, who famously defeated Canelo Alvarez 2 years ago, wins his upcoming title fight, it would greatly strengthen his position in the division.
Confident are you, David, that you will fight the winner of Beterbiev Bivol?
Yeah, I'm pretty confident. To be honest, the only thing that I'm thinking about is that if Bivol wins this fight, like what they would have to do a rubber match, you know what I mean? And like I'm just like thinking, who am I to say that, you know, they can't fight another fight because, you know, they fought 2 great fights. So that's basically the only thing I'm thinking of right now. But I would, if that's something like that would happen, I think I wouldn't fight until they get that done with, and then, you know, I would move into that fight after they have a trilogy. So that's really the only thing I'm thinking right now.
But that would be a long break for you. Like, let's say conceivably they fight again October, you know, who knows?
Enjoy the video? Hit subscribe and stay tuned for more exciting content. Join the community, subscribe now, and never miss an update.